morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Friday, December the 11th. A pleasure to have you with us today. We're going to talk about something that's very, very important today, especially if you are a pet owner, and that is the Spay Neuter Project. I want to introduce you to JANEENE JOHNSTON. Welcome back to Radio Friends.
Thank you, Paul. Thanks so much for having me again. I really enjoyed coming, and I love talking to the community about this.
Now, the Spay Neuter Project is something that's been around how long now?
5 years in April.
And you specialize in low-cost spaying and neutering for pets. How many have you done this year?
This year, we've got 2,794 spay-neuter surgeries completed. And I think that's just phenomenal when you take into consideration we've been closed for about 7 weeks during this year because of COVID. And of course, we wanted to be safe, and of course, we were very protective. But when you think that we will hit that 3,000 surgery mark this year, I think that's just incredible.
Oh my. What you do for the community is really admirable. Now, you're having something that is called the Nutcracker Special.
The Nutcracker Special,
The
Paul.
Nutcracker
It's
Special
true.
for
It's
December.
true.
What is that?
So every December, we have the Nutcracker Special, which is $10 off the surgery for a male cat or a male dog. And I will tell you, we've been doing this since we opened, and it is a favorite. Obviously, the Nutcracker is attention getting.
It's an attention getter, right?
But people do call us. They call us, in advance and say, hey, are you having the Nutcracker Special this year?
Okay, so you are having the Nutcracker
We are
Special.
having the Nutcracker Special this year. And my goal personally is to do more neuter surgeries than we did last year. Last year we did 139. So come on, guys, help me. I want to do 140 or more. I want to top that record.
You're talking about for December.
For December.
For December, okay.
Just for December, yes.
And you get $10 off the surgery.
$10 off per surgery.
And remember how important that is. It is so vitally important that you are taking responsibility for your pet and not allowing it to bring other unwanted animals into the world.
Well, and Paul, really, that is so important, that reducing pet overpopulation. But for us also, if you neuter your pet, that is preventing testicular cancer.
Yeah.
So we think of it not just from that pet overpopulation, but we're also thinking of it from that health perspective as well for animals.
Okay. So if people want more information on this, if they want to sign up for the Nutcracker Special in December, what do they do?
They need to call. Please call. Unfortunately, we do not have online appointments, but call 573-397-6443.
Okay. And that's all you need to do.
That's all
make an
you need
appointment?
to do. We will call you back. We'll schedule the appointment with you. We do require prepayment over the phone with a debit or credit card, but we will call you back. We only have one phone line. Our phone is usually very busy, but we always call people back.
Okay, all right. If you get a busy signal, hang up and call again. And it's same day surgery, in and out, right?
Same day surgery, and you don't even have to call back. We will call you. Just leave a message. We'll call you.
All right. You got it. Thank you so much, JANEENE JOHNSTON, for coming by, and continued success with the Spay Neuter Project.
Well, thank you, Paul, and thanks for always being a wonderful pet advocate. We appreciate it. I know all the animal groups and rescue organizations in Columbia do as well.
Thank you. We appreciate what you guys are doing, too.
Thanks.
All right, now we're going to talk about stop human trafficking. And normally when we deal with this topic, we have Nanette Ward on the program. She couldn't be here today, so we have a board member, and this is April Rothweiler.
Yes.
Welcome to Radio Friends, April.
Thank you.
I think a lot of our listeners and viewers are familiar with the organization, but for the few who may not be, give us a real quick synopsis.
Sure. So the Stop Human Trafficking Coalition of Central Missouri has been working for over 10 years in the local community of Columbia and the surrounding areas to prevent and stop human trafficking of children, women, and men.
Yeah, and you've been very successful in what you have been doing, and especially bringing this subject to the forefront with people, because I think a lot of times we don't realize that we can be a hotbed of human trafficking in central Missouri because of the interstate that runs right through Columbia. right?
Absolutely.
Nanette has touched on that. But today you wanted to talk about shopping slave-free. What do you mean by that?
So we're going into the Christmas season, and it's really easy to be ethically sound in your decisions when you're shopping slave-free. So for holiday gifts, we really want to encourage people to purchase slave-free products, and that means a lot of products are produced from labor trafficking, which is a form of human trafficking. And so when we say slave-free or ethically sourced goods, we mean to purchase products that you've researched, that you've found that were not made from child labor or unfair working conditions and wages. And so I brought some resources to share for that today.
Yeah, I was going to say, how do you know, like when you go to a department store, how do you know if the item that you're buying it was made by someone who was not under forced labor?
It can be difficult. So you just really need to do your research before you start shopping. So one of our favorite websites to go to is endslaverynow.org. And
Okay,
they have
endslaverynow.org. All right.
Mm-hmm. And so they have this really awesome slave-free buying guide. And they show you how they rate each brand. And then they actually talk about each brand. So there's different categories, such as food, like chocolate is a highly trafficked product. Home goods, coffee, clothing. Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you would be quite surprised to find that a lot of the products that we buy have been labor trafficked. So this is a really awesome resource. I have a printed version, but you can actually bookmark it on your phone, so you can do a quick guide as you're shopping. You would be quite surprised at some of the brands.
So what you're asking people to do is bookmark it on the phone, and then when you go shopping, if you really want to make a difference, then check it out and buy slave-free products.
Absolutely. And another way to do that is also buying secondhand clothing. A lot of people turn away from buying secondhand clothing, but you can get gently used items, and then you're not buying into that labor trafficking.
Okay.
There's some places that I wanted to share locally.
Okay, real quick because we're out of time. But go ahead.
I just wanted to share a couple places here in Columbia that you can shop for slave-free items, which is the Peace Nook, which is located downtown Broadway, and the Global Market, which is located in the Community United Methodist Church.
Okay.
And then we also sell items for Stop Human Trafficking. We have a t-shirt that's a $20 donation, and they're called Monster Crayons, which is a $10 donation.
Okay. All right. Or you go to stophumantrafficking.
mo.com.